Is the Resident Evil 4 remake truly better than the original? Stick around to find out. Join me for a review of this survival horror classic and hit subscribe for more gaming content. Resident Evil 4 is a game that grabbed my attention right from the start. As a fan of the series, I was eager to see how Capcom had remixed the narrative and gameplay, and I have to say I was impressed. The game retains the classic Resident Evil formula while updating it with modern mechanics and design elements. It's a game that is both terrifying and exhilarating to play, with a perfect balance of tension, action, and exploration. One of the things I loved about the game is the way it blends old and new receipt. The over-shoulder camera view draws you into the action and makes the combat much more immersive. The stripped-down melee system is tough but expressive, allowing for crucial ammo hoarding while still making your character feel powerful. And the enemy designs are fantastic, from the torch-wielding yokels to the towering cult leaders. It all adds up to a game that is both familiar and fresh, and a joy to play. The locations in the game are expertly designed, always featuring places to run to and catch your breath for a second, so you learn to read the spaces as well as enemy attack patterns. The major boss battles are foreshadowed, and the world teaches you how to look for important rooms or crucial loot hoards. Every location is a rotting smorgasbord of gelatinous horror, and you explore them with a sense of both excitement and dread. The game's subliminal environmental signposts are some of the best I've ever encountered in a game. The world feels tight and controlled, yet also at times unscripted and emergent, with a perfect balance of guided exploration and player freedom. And the narrative is a joy to uncover and play with, full of puzzles and plot twists that keep you engaged from start to finish. That being said, there are a few minor quibbles I have with the game. The inclusion of little subtasks, such as killing rats and shooting hidden targets to earn spinels, feels unnecessary and bloats the game a bit. And while the game's world is expertly designed, there are times when it feels a bit too linear and scripted. But these are minor criticisms in the grand scheme of things, and they don't detract from the overall experience. In conclusion, Resident Evil 4 is a fantastic game that blends classic receipt elements with modern mechanics and design. It's a game that is both terrifying and exhilarating to play, with a perfect balance of tension, action, and exploration. The combat is tough but expressive, the locations are expertly designed, and the narrative is a joy to uncover and play with. While there are a few minor quibbles, they don't detract from the overall experience. If you're a fan of survival horror games, or just a fan of the series in general, then you owe it to yourself to play this game. It's a masterpiece. Did the Resident Evil 4 remake live up to the hype? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more gaming reviews and discussions. Stay tuned for more.